We all have bad habits that we need to break right now. Hello, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Luz del Cielo and I am so glad you're here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about 10 different habits that a lot of us have that we should think about breaking. So the next video is going to be more of a follow-up video to this video so this video is like habits that we should break, and then the next video is I'm going to be talking about how we can break them and also what other habits we can adopt instead to make our lives grow and not sink. Without further ado, let's get on to the video and the bad habits. Habit number 1. Comparing yourself to others. Now this is a very unhealthy habit to have. It is very common, and it is something that a lot of us have and do. A lot of us compare ourselves to other people. You're never going to be perfect, but neither is anyone else. Don't compare yourself to someone else who's also not perfect, and that person is probably comparing themselves to other people. You are you, and you're going to do you. Whoever you are, someone else isn't gonna be, and whoever they are, no one else is gonna be, because each human is an individual. And when we start trying to become or compare to other humans, we start trying to kind of become them, and this kind of just backfires because you're not being you, and it's not going to be fulfilling for you to be someone else. It's only going to fulfill you when you're doing you and what you're meant to be. Habit number 2. Procrastination. Yes, procrastination is bad, and yes, a lot of people do it. Yes, I do it. The main goal here is to try to break that habit and try to reduce our procrastination as much as possible and do stuff early on. Yes, I know that a lot of people do thrive under pressure and do better under pressure, but for a lot of us, saving things for the last minute is not healthy at all. It brings stress, it brings anxiety, and even for those who work better under pressure, it also brings anxiety or stress at some point. So try to avoid that and try to not procrastinate as much. Bad habit number 3. Binge watching a lot. We all do it, you do it, I do it, everyone does it at some point in their lives. But binge watching becomes a bad habit when it happens continually, and it's literally a habit. Yes, binge watching is very fun, and I like to do it too, but we should really try to restrict ourselves from binge watching all the freaking time. I actually read this article on Curiosity, the app. You can find it in the App Store, or you can go online at curiosity.com, #not sponsored, and you can read all about binge watching. So I was reading that article. Surprisingly, it gave you some pros to it, but the negatives were stress, anxiety, and your relationship with the character was very unnormal or something like that, and then it was time consuming, exhausting, and bad for your health. Yes, you can binge watch, but don't make it a habit. Bad habit number 4. Keeping quiet. Now this isn't really considered a bad habit by a lot of people, but when I was writing this, I was thinking kind of outside the box, or something that is not biting your nails, you know? So keeping quiet is something that a lot of us do, and we are kind of afraid to speak up about our opinions or speak up about our feelings sometimes, and this is something that we need to fix as a society. We need to be able to, everyone needs to be able to express themselves without being judged or without being shut down, and I feel like the best way to do so is to start speaking up. The more you start talking about it, the better you're going to get at it, and the more confidence you're going to have, to where it's going to be easy for you to speak out about what you're thinking. Bad habit number 5 is dismissing your idea. We all have great ideas. Everyone has amazing ideas inside their heads going on all the freaking time. Everyone has great and amazing ideas, and we always just keep it in. We always dismiss it for some reason. Usually it's a fear of the idea being rejected, fear of the idea failing, and fear of you failing or whatever, or even fear of someone else taking your idea. But the thing is that someone else is gonna have the idea that you have if you don't act upon it. Bad habit number 6. which is pushing people away. Not only is this bad habit really bad for you and your health, but also for the people who you push away. And if you're being pushed away, try to be a little bit more understanding and try to kind of understand the person who's pushing you away, because they may be going through something that they don't want to talk about. So just be there and be a good friend and, like, you know, chill, give them space. Yeah, give them space too, until they are okay with, you know, not pushing you away anymore. And once they are okay, then kindly ask them what was going on. Habit number 7 is trying to please other people. We need to really break this habit, because a lot of us are trying to please someone else, that we're becoming someone else, and we're not pleasing ourselves, and we're not being ourselves, and therefore our lives aren't fulfilled and happy. Bad habit number 8 is eating good and delicious food that is unhealthy. We need to take care of our bodies, and the best way to take care of our bodies is to eat very healthy. And I'm not saying give up donuts and chocolate and ice cream, because I love all that stuff and I'm not about to give them up. But what I'm saying is to, more often than not, choose an apple instead of a donut. You know what I mean? Bad habit number 9 is snoozing. So this bad habit doesn't apply to everyone, but I know it applies to me, and I'm trying to break that habit. One of the bad habits that I have is snoozing and sleeping through my alarms and waking up late, and this leads to my mornings being freaking rushed. And for me personally, I do not like mornings to be rushed, because I always end up forgetting something, and I always end up feeling like I forgot something even though I probably didn't. Bad habit number 10 is lashing out. So lashing out at people is not awesome, guys. I do it a lot. I lash out at people. I run out of patience and I lash out at people. And I apologize if I ever lashed out at you. Break these habits. Lashing out at people is not fun, and being lashed out at is definitely not fun either. Habit number 11, stop looking at negative things about people and stop counting all the negative stuff. So those were all the 10/11 habits that we should consider breaking if we have them, including myself. If you guys were enlightened by this video, then give this video a big thumbs up and click the red subscribe button and the little bell if you haven't already, so that you can get notified when I post the next video, which will be all about how to break these habits. These are just habits that we need to break. If you have any tips on how to break these habits, and leave those down in the comments down below, it would be greatly appreciated, because I have a couple of tips, but I feel like it could be a little bit more. So if you do have more tips, then leave those in the comments down below. And if you have any other habits that we should all break, it could be biting our nails to being stop being sarcastic or something, leave those down in the comments down below, and yeah, that will be greatly appreciated. And with all that being said, have a great and amazing and productive day, week, month, and year, and change the world, you guys. Peace out. Your girl is out.